This news story is another reminder of the importance of more stringent border patrol. Sadly, a 12-year-old girl, Jocelyn Nungare, was a victim of illegal perpetrators, 26-year-old Franklin Pena and 22-year-old Rohan Martinez Rangel. These Venezuelan men are in the U.S. illegally. Both criminals conversed with the girl near a convenience store, then lured Jocelyn to a bridge off Rankin Road in North Houston on Monday, June 17th. Jocelyn Nungare was tied up, confined at the neck to prevent breathing, and her body was discarded in a shallow creek. Now both men have been arrested by Border Patrol and charged with M by Houston police. The victim's mom, Alexis Nungare, through tears, confirmed that she doesn't recognize these criminals, nor do they live in her complex.
Two men, we're learning, are charged with capital murder tonight, accused of killing a 12-year-old girl and leaving her body in a creek.
Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is joining us live in North Houston with the latest on this story we're continuing to cover. Jonathan.
Houston police sharing more details about the horrific scene they found here near the creek, where they found 12-year-old Jocelyn, her dead body in the creek. Now we know that 2 Hispanic men are being charged with capital murder.
Hearing that the gentlemen that were in these surveillance videos, that they have been found and they've been caught and they've been taken in for questioning, it was the greatest news to hear this morning, to be woken up with.
The last few days have been surreal for Alexis Nungare and her family. Her 12-year-old daughter, Jocelyn, was strangled and her body left in the creek.
It's just like, still just doesn't register. Just, I can't believe it's her. And, it'll take some sinking in.
In a multi-division operation led by Houston police, 21-year-old Johan Jose Rangel Martinez and 26-year-old Franklin Jose Peña Ramos, both Venezuelan natives, are now charged with capital murder.
Charges have been filed. Now we want the justice system to do its job. If there was ever a circumstance where you do not give someone bail, this is it.
Investigators did not go into specifics on how the suspects and Jocelyn met or how Jocelyn died, only offering that those details are still being investigated, but they have submitted for a sexual assault kit to be completed.
Suspects seen meeting the victim and talking for a few minutes while they were on Kirkendall. Later, the suspects and the victim walked together to a convenience store. After a few minutes, all three together walked to a bridge where ultimately Jocelyn was murdered.
Police say the men have been cooperative, and so has the family of Jocelyn's 13-year-old boyfriend, who was the last to speak to her on the phone. Alexis says if she could have that night back, she would have hugged her daughter and never let go.
I would have stayed up with her. I would have just lacked sleep. I would have gave her the biggest hug. And I just probably wouldn't have let go.
This is so bizarre. Jocelyn seemed to have been an innocent person within the vicinity of evil predators. Interestingly enough, both men had immigration violation holds from Immigration and Customs Enforcement on their court records. On March 14th, Martinez was apprehended by U.S. Border Patrol close to El Paso, Texas. However, he was released on an order of his own recognizance with a notice to appear in court. A few months later, on May 28th, Pena was apprehended by U.S. Border Patrol near El Paso. This male was released on an order of recognizance with a notice to appear the same day in court too. Customs and Border Protection asks biographical details, biometrics, and research biorecords verification on these criminals. If only they weren't released on their own recognizance and instead were jailed. And even better, they should have been deported back to Venezuela. America has many positives, immense opportunities and resources here. However, America has extreme crime rates and the most serial killings in the world. We have illegal weapons, illegal substances, mass deletions every week, trafficking of various types, a saturated foster system with children, homelessness, corruption, and we don't need any more devastation here. Back to the story. Now these criminals are expected to adhere to their court dates. Prosecutors are expected to request $1 million in bond for each suspect. Unfortunately, Pena and Rangel weren't eligible for the D penalty even though they committed capital D. Let's see if this dilemma can be changed due to their savage actions on Jocelyn Nungare. She should be alive and enjoying her summer break like other children around the country. On Friday, there was a heartfelt vigil for her, and may Jocelyn rest in peace. And to all voters, please thoroughly research the people you elect in office. These men should have been deported pronto. Keep your head on a swivel constantly to stay safe, everyone.